With risk to repeat myself, I will start here from where we dropped the last time. A wardrobe full of clothes you don't wear is superfluous. It only brings confusion in your life and visual noise that prohibits you to see straight. Make your wardrobe authentic to yourself. The recipe I have for you is a mix between the KonMari method and my own observations and experience. It is fun and simple, but don't mistake it. It is full of introspection. Take each one of your clothes in hand and ask yourself, does it bring me joy? How I feel myself when wearing it? How many times I wore it this last summer? This last month? And this year? Can I put it tomorrow? Like literally, can I wear it tomorrow, whatever my occasion it is? Each one of those questions will help you individualize the clothes that actually are you. The one you can wear anytime with no blink of an eye. Welcome back, I'm Alexandra and you're with Brave New World. If you're new here, I will leave the link in the description for the predecessor of this video so you can have the full picture of today's topic, which is how to build our most authentic autumn wardrobe with the garments we already have. As I said, the recipe is clear and universal, but the choice of what to keep and what to let go is personal and never brings the same result, which I can guarantee will be unique. Unique because, as you're gonna see, will be personalized and only you can decide how to make this personalization. Out of curiosity of what's out there, I myself watch a lot of videos about how to make a capsule wardrobe for one season or another. But everything was coming to one line. Pick up white, black, beige tones in terms of colors and it will be easy to combine all and so have your minimalist look, which is not wrong, but minimalism is not wearing only black and white and beige tones and pastels, and neither are capsules about that. And after, what if you don't like the capsules? What if you like colors? Or for you, white isn't practical as a color and you don't like the idea how easy it gets dirty? Or maybe, I don't know, you like white, but you have exactly two white t-shirts and you rarely use them because it's difficult to wash in the machine together with all other dark garments and you're not gonna go to do hand wash just for 2 white t-shirts. Okay, I have a little confession to make on that matter. I don't really like dark colors and I prefer to wear whites and brights. And out of curiosity, what's your no color? Now, let's move on to our wardrobe. Before talking about colors, we are going to explore a few more areas such as fabrics and shapes. As a designer, I can tell you, when you start to project a garment, even before thinking about design, you must think about fabrications. Every astronomical season has its own must fabrics that adapt for extreme temperature to your body needs. As we have autumn on the doorsteps, well, at least here in Europe, we will start needing warmer materials, so we must keep into consideration this. The first fabric I would think about is so versatile, it's a cotton poplin. I kept these oversized shirts in my wardrobe all summer and they paid back as I wore them on the beach, on the top of bikini completely open or first 3 buttons open with roll-up sleeves as a dress in the city, and now I can keep my oversized poplins also for entire autumn as the material is fresh but not too much. And as weather in this period is so unconstant, if I feel cold, I can add a blazer, a large scarf or a jumper later on in the season. And if the day is more sunny, I can stay just with my shirt. Poplin is a good option also for midi or long dress for this season, but as it's crinkly, you might need ironing and maybe that's annoying for you. But no need to iron for oversized poplin shirt as the style of the garment just doesn't require it. I would avoid poplin for pants and skirts as they're too fresh in the season and you cannot really layer them. There is one thing I would like to add for this fabric and it regards its weight, but because you don't know how many GSM it is, GSM stands for grams per square meter, it's not written on the tag. Just make sure it's not too transparent but mostly covering when you put your hand beneath the fabric. That will be something between 95 and 120 GSM, which is absolutely good compromise. Polyesters. Now, if you have any poly shirt, even if sheared and semi-transparent, trust me, it's gonna make the job. I would never encourage you to buy polyester if not second-hand or recycled, but as the most sustainable garment is the one you already own. If you have a poly chiffon between your items, the best season to wear it is now, in autumn, because as a fossil-based materials, practically coming from petrol, when in contact with the body during a movement, it produces heat. That's why actually you sweat more in polyester. Not good enough for beneath 10 degrees, but above that temperature and layered, it might be a good option. Again, polyester is not my favorite material for many reasons. I'm gonna leave you a link below for my video in which I talk about it. But if you feel you want to use some poly-based clothes from your wardrobe, feel free to make your choice, driven by only your emotions here. Cotton twill. Honestly, there is an ocean about possibilities for cotton twill. Basically, it's the fabric that looks like made by tiny lines in diagonal. You can find it on jeans, pants, check shirts, skirts, and it's absolutely the fabric to have in your wardrobe in autumn, no matter trends, colors, and so on. Remember, clothes need to serve us. They are for embellishment, yes, but especially for protection to our body, skin, and so on. Clothes in autumn need to warm you up and protect you, because I don't see the sense of wearing fabrics that are making me feel cold, and after having dry skin and having to put oil and expensive moisturizers 3 times per day, it just makes no sense. So cotton twill will do a great job here for any kind of garment, jackets included. Make sure the cotton twill you're using are heavy enough, and to control that, you can simply take the bottom part of a garment, visualize 5x5 cm large square and fold it. If it unfolds immediately, then it's heavy enough. You can even use it in late autumn. If it's half unfold, then it's good to start this season. But in November, an example, might be too cold for it. Obviously, if you have a cotton twill short skirt and wear it with 5-degree weather, but with thick tights and long coat outside, it's gonna make the job. But just be mindful about what to keep and how to use it, especially if you need to buy something new. Needle cord and corduroy. The difference between these two is that one has tinier cord and is lighter, and the other one much bigger cord or lines, and of course is thicker. This Fabrications has been in the spotlight for the last few winter seasons as a trend, and I can promise you are still good to be used for the next seasons. Great for skirts, shorts, oversized jackets, coat, jackets as well, and so on. Wool & Co. Thinking about autumn, magically fireplaces and hot mugs of tea appears in our vision. And unavoidably, also Fabrications must align with this vision. So all wools, alpacas, baby alpacas garments are coming to save you here from the cold. Let me add a note here. If you need to buy a new wool garment or accessory, make sure you buy it from a brand who, first of all, uses recycled wool, and second, brand that buy the wool from a farm that doesn't practice mulesing. Mulesing is a really very painful procedure for the animal, and needed or not, it can be avoided. I will leave you a link here below about what mulesing is, and click on it and read for it if you're interested on it. Wool can be presented through many fabrics, pure or blended, waved or knitted, whatever you have, it's gonna work great. Jersey. Jersey is that material that is stretching so much and is light and comfortable, and although not many people will agree with me, trust me, it fits with any body shapes. But what is true, you need to select the right jersey garment for your needs. Just to give you the idea, t-shirts are made in jersey, and t-shirts looks good on absolutely everyone. Just to precise, when I'm gonna talk about t-shirts later on, it's gonna be about plain t-shirts, no prints on them. Probably you would have also some viscose blouses or dresses from previous years in autumn colors between your items, but for me viscose is not really a fabric for this phasing, so I would keep it aside until spring probably. Of course, if you happen to like your flower viscose twill dress, feel free to bring it in your selection for authentic autumn capsule wardrobe. Okay, I think in big lines we covered all base fabrics for your autumn capsule wardrobe. Next chapter, shapes. You might think shapes and styles are probably something seasonal depending on the trend, but actually shapes are quite standard. Now, styles as the famous 90s super low waist jeans, or again the 90s belt skirt, because it was so short that mostly than length we would talk about width, and the skirt was like wide as a belt, so belt skirt. Or maybe the example with the high leggings that was so high that they would really arrive just beneath your breast. These one are the kind of shapes that are transitory, so of course is to be avoided in capsule wardrobe. And it's really easy to individuate those shapes because they're not been on the market since a long time. They're difficult to match, like you cannot combine them with anything, and they're not fitting for all body shapes. So for style shapes, pick up styles you only feel comfortable with, no so-sos, no average contentment. Keep only the bottoms and tops that you really feel comfy with. And while you're doing it, think about that each one of those garments you pick must be combinable with 80% of your wardrobe. I can tell you about the shapes I like and make me feel good. I like an example for tops, oversized shirts to combine with shorts or mini skirts, leggings or simply ties. Another thing I like is having my waist underlined, so I would use tight blouses with loose pants, the same kind of pants for which I would use t-shirt, an example, or sweaters above, and so on. Shorts and mini skirts I would combine for literally any kind of tops, camis, t-shirts, oversized shirts, bodycons, and so on. And I would do this because I like myself with this outlook, and no trend or brand or influence can put it into discussion because none of them had my life background and experience to judge my taste. Only I can do it. And the same rule is valid for you. Now we come to the last point to consider, which is my favorite, by the way, colors. Finally. If you saw my very first video, you would know I did fine arts. When you do fine arts, you must use colors. Maybe this influenced me a lot, but I just love colors. There is nothing in this world that gives me higher energy and charge than colors. Doesn't matter if I mix them while painting or simply wear them, their vibration just fulfill my heart and make me feel accomplished. And yes, I like wearing them. That doesn't exclude I can have capsule wardrobe. Plain colors will look absolutely fun with other different plain colors. Colorful prints, an example, on dresses are by themselves and you don't need to combine them, but you can of course layer them with a jacket or sweater. Colorful all over prints on shirts are as well easy to combine with many bottoms, considering that blue, olive green, black, white and grey jeans. And the same colors for shorts are basic pieces. Basic piece is a garment that is timeless, has no master and goes with absolutely everything. Other timeless pieces easy to combine are black, blue and white denim shorts, black and white any fabric skirt, it might be needle cord, cotton twill, eco leather, anything. Now, if you have only 3 of those timeless bottoms, you have the absolute base for any colorful top combination. Just make sure you're making a mindful choice where every single garment fits with 80% of your entire wardrobe capsule. This method is going to make sure you have easily combinable tops and bottoms, only colors and shapes that make you feel good, and every day you wear things that are fulfilling you. Now, This is fulfillment. This is minimalism. Minimalism is not wearing black and white and beige tones and boring clothes. If pastels are boring for you, minimalism is joy to be yourself by choosing only things you actually like and actually makes you feel better. No visual noise, no confusion, and no doubt. You always offer only the best version of yourself. In the first place, you offer it to you because you're the first person that needs to feel good about you, and only after that there comes everyone else. Try my method how to build your autumn collection as designer and comment here below what your experience was. Even if you have some struggles, let me know. Looking forward to read about you. Be brave and choose to live in a new world where everything you own is meaningful. Okay, recap. The 3 points to consider for autumn capsule wardrobe: fabrics, shapes, colors.